And the program with the Department of Energy is actually a collaboration between several entities throughout the Midwest. Clean Energy Trust, which is a clean tech investment firm out of Chicago that makes investments in early stage clean tech companies throughout the Midwest states, as well as M-Hub, manufacturing operation in Chicago, and Tennessee Spark, and 3 national labs. So Argonne and Oak Ridge National Labs and a National Renewable Energy Lab. And we all collaborate by taking kind of the best in class technologies that are being either born at national labs, universities, or general startups anywhere in the Midwest, and then connecting them to unique resources. And in our case, being able to broaden our horizon of offering our unique solutions to helping young companies design, engineer, prototype, and manufacture products by lending, experts that we have with 20, 30 years of experience in the field, as well as funding to help get new products to market manufactured right here in the state of Michigan.
So what kind of products are being eyed under this particular grant, the Department of Energy grant?
So it could be anything in the kind of clean tech, climate tech space. So electric vehicles, next generation battery systems, electric vehicle charging systems, anything in renewables, wind, solar, geothermal. We're also seeing quite a bit of like grid technology and energy storage systems, as well as just technologies that make, power plants more efficient, distribution of electricity or natural gas more efficient, really all of the above.
And what kind of grant funding do you have? What kind of amounts would we be talking about to help these companies? I know a startup can make $1 go a long way.
Yeah, well, recently we received some support from the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy Division, also known as EGLE, and they committed to providing a $1.6 million seed fund to our efforts. So we have funding available to go directly into companies to help with their commercialization and product development efforts. So that, as you know, especially dealing with physical products, it takes quite a bit to design, engineer, and test. So having that critical seed fund is very beneficial to us. That coupled with the resources that are available through the Department of Energy, so we can deploy, experienced people that have been there and done that, really arms us with unique assets and resources to help companies be successful in bringing new products to market.
Okay, so tell me also a little bit about this Industry 4.0 grant that you got through the MEDC. What is that going to fund?
Yeah, so the Michigan Economic Development Corporation's had quite a significant initiative around Industry 4.0 technologies, and it's really twofold. They're trying to help small to medium-sized manufacturers especially adopt I4O technologies to make them more efficient, thereby making them more globally competitive. So they've already put significant funding into Automation Alley, our partner, and Michigan Manufacturing Tech Center to help do these I4O preparedness assessments all across the state. What they funded us to do is actually continue to run and scale our Industry 4.0 Accelerator that actually pulls in from across the globe the best in class I4O tech companies into Michigan to partner with Michigan manufacturers. And the funding that goes into our effort also includes pilot grants. So small $5,000 grants that we can put into actually testing these I4O technologies in Michigan manufacturing plants to improve throughput, quality, reduce operating expenditures, whatever measures that allow them to be more effective and more efficient as a manufacturing firm.
Why don't we stop at this point, just under the assumption that some people, A, don't know what the Centrepolis Accelerator is, and B, what Industry 4.0 is. Why don't you define those for us, Dan?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Mike. So Centrepolis Accelerator is really a department of Lawrence Tech University. We were put together in partnership with the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, the City of Southfield, and Lawrence Tech University as an official Smart Zone incubator. And designated as such, it allows us to help early stage companies with commercialization activities, including some of the funding that is available through the MEDC's Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. One of the areas that it is funding as a smart zone incubator is a focus on Industry 4.0 technologies. And Industry 4.0 is a progression of innovation that, really stems way back to Industry 1.0, really, that was focused on the mechanization of our plants back in the day, where Industry 2.0 involved automation lines like we saw in Ford Motor Company. Industry 3.0 brought on the innovation of robots. Industry 4.0 is another wave of innovation that's primarily focused on artificial intelligence, data analytics, and use of really unique tools like additive manufacturing, virtual reality, and other things that really change the game in the way products are manufactured and how plants are operated. So next generation automation, robotics, AI-based vision systems, these are all things that are technologies that are really ready to be deployed and are already being deployed in manufacturing facilities. And what they're promising is a more efficient use of capital and operating expenditures in a manufacturing plant to make manufacturers more profitable, improve their margins, improve their throughput, improve their quality. And it's good to see that we have such a focus on that here in Michigan to maintain our competitiveness.
And you also have a master's, not you personally, but the LTU has a master's program that they just launched in AI, which I'm assuming, you're going to get graduate students working with you or what?
Yeah, I think what we'll see is a mix of students, finishing up their engineering degrees in undergrad, naturally, see this as an opportunity to strengthen their skill set before they go in the workplace. But I also think you'll see quite a few engineers that are already in the workplace see this as an opportunity to better prepare themselves for this wave of innovation that they're going to have to assess and evaluate and implement into their plants.
Well, and that's one of the cool things about tying this accelerator, I think, to LTU, is that we already have a very active and involved industrial engineering program that takes a look at issues like these, like plant efficiency and better materials, advanced materials, additive manufacturing, that kind of thing. We've got a little pilot assembly line that's about 15 feet long in this lab that we can essentially, pretend is a huge automotive assembly line because it does all the same things just on a smaller scale, and a couple of industrial robots that work on it as well. So, I mean, there's opportunity there, I think, for the companies that are clients of yours, Dan, to make use of the expertise of our faculty here at LTU and also give our students some really unique hands-on learning opportunities. I know you've got several companies there that are working with LTU students that were just kind of hanging around the accelerator because it's got cool 3D printers in it, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it's a natural fit, to your point, Matt, to have the Industry 4.0 accelerator, connected to Lawrence Tech University. A lot of us know LTU as being an engineering school at heart, but some may overlook just some of the specialties we have in robotics engineering, embedded sensors, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, that is really necessary to really pull in these I4O technologies and implement them in a way that's going to improve our manufacturing assets here in the state. And why this is a collaboration between LTU, Automation Alley, and Lean Rocket Lab in the state of Michigan, having a strong academic institution available to be able to do proof of concept, as you mentioned, Matt, or pilots and bring in faculty and students to help support that is a real unique feature of what we offer here.
Yeah. And there's also a thriving design program here that can help these businesses with product design as well, right? I know that that's something kind of interdisciplinary between the manufacturing, engineering, and the design, where we've helped some of your clients. They'll bring you a very crude preliminary design, and it winds up through the experts that you have access to, becoming something both very cool, very much cooler, and also more efficient.
Yeah, there's one project I'm particularly proud of that, as a company that actually had a patent issued on a 5G controller. It was very early on in the conceptual phase, and they asked us if we could bring our students in to help with proof of concept work around that. And we were able to do a cross-disciplinary project between the industrial arts students that really took a look at how to design the controller for ergonomics and for aesthetics and feel and function. And then we were able to bring in the college engineering students to work on the mechanical and electrical engineering of that controller and the packaging around the final ergonomic designs that the industrial art students put together. So very, very unique collaboration that really set that company off on a unique design that they're going to take to market.
Now, do you charge the companies for that service, or is that just considered part of the students' training?
So we actually have been pretty fortunate to be able to use grants to help offset the costs of those types of projects. But in most cases, the companies are contributing something financially to those projects along with grant money. Yes.
Okay, we have a little under 2 minutes to go. So if you want to provide a quick rundown of services that the accelerator provides and how people can access them, how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, certainly. So again, we're focused on helping people with physical products or advanced manufacturing technologies. So if you're in that category, you're developing a product, I'm very confident that Centrepolis Accelerator LTU can be of some support. And we offer everything from business strategy, helping people put their go-to-market strategy together, business plan, pitch decks, connecting with investors, customers, strategic partners. But what we really excel in is helping people develop their products, right? So we actually have, as I mentioned, a number of experts in residence that are on our payroll. They all have 25, 30 years of experience and can actively join a company's team and help support the design of a product, help reduce complexity of the product. We go through formal design for manufacturability assessments to help reduce the amount of components and complexity in a product before we bring it to market. Very critical to bring the cost down to ensure that the product is going to be viable and at the right price point where it's going to have a margin. So that is something that we really pride ourselves on. And we actually use quite a few LTU alum that are, retired from General Motors, used to be in charge of product development and prototyping or tooling design. And we deploy these people to really be an extension of your team to ensure your success and more importantly, help you avoid the mistakes we all made along the way.
Right. All right, great. And the website is centrepolisaccelerator.com. That's CENTREPOLIS accelerator.com.
Traditional four-year students love Lawrence Technological University's thriving campus life. But LTU has always met non-traditional students' needs too. Lawrence Tech offers over 100 degree and certificate programs that can get adult students started or back on track. And most of our classes are conveniently offered evenings at our beautiful Southfield campus or online, so you can balance your social, family, and work life even while you power up your career. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.